please?
My name is Wodrich. I'm a gunnery sergeant in the Marine Corps, and I'm the platoon sergeant for Route Clearance Platoon 2,
And what's your unit?
2nd CEB. The 33rd Georgian Battalion was involved. They held the outer cordon. Also 2nd CEB was involved. Charlie Company actually ran the show. The task force commander came from Charlie Company, 2nd CEB. Ourselves, which is Route Clearance, Mac Company, 2nd CEB, and then there was Support Company, 2nd CEB, also with heavy equipment. One of the biggest challenges is just getting to and from Shukvani via Route Red. It's littered with IEDs, so obviously there's a threat there. Another big issue was the terrain, because we had to clear a route to enable the Army HETs to bring the ABVs in. Obviously, they're restricted to a smoother route, that was kind of challenging. Obviously, taking out this bazaar itself could have became kinetic. It's an enemy stronghold, so obviously they're going to want to defend it via small arms, IDF, things of that nature. Like I said earlier, basically the first stage was the movement to Shukvani. Once we were prepped here, we pushed to the Ladar Bazaar. We had to build a FARP, obviously to stage everything, and hasty LZ in case of medevac. From there, we commenced to destroying the bazaar via explosives. Once that was complete, we proofed it with a dozer, piling up all the rubble. That way the locals can come in, clear it up, and rebuild. And then from that point, once we're done, we move back to Shukvani, and then obviously we got to clear back down Route Red to Camp Leatherneck. The only word that would come to mind would be flawless. We did take an IED strike, however. That kind of wasn't planned for, but it is route clearance. That's what we do. We either find them or they find us. Unfortunately, this time, they obviously found us. But as far as the Marines go, the group of guys that we have here, in my platoon in particular, they're great. They're outstanding. We're in the Georgians AO, so it's obviously going to allow them a little more freedom of movement out there, being that it's not ran by the Taliban anymore. It's not a strong point for them, considering that we took it out. So it should help them in that matter as far as freedom of movement. Obviously, we destroyed a lot of their probably weapons caches and IED factory, whatever may have been in there. So that's going to allow for this area not to be as kinetic as what it was. As far as the local people go, obviously, we took out the bad and we're going to put in the good, so it'll give them a better way of living in the area. Basically, a Miklik is 1,750 pounds of C4. It's fired out with a rocket. It clears quite an area explosively.